Hey there, Greg Goodman, glad to be back with you for episode 207 of Southern Gospel Now, which is made possible by Daywind.com, where you can find the DVD, CD Quartet Night across America. More details at Daywind.com. Seems like we're in a season of change in Southern gospel music these days. This week, Legacy 5 announced that Matt Fouch would be departing the bass position. Matt and Scott Fowler here discussing the decision.
We've had many conversations on the bus about tour and scheduling and how all that would look, and made the commitment to go through the 25th year. That was a special year. It was really cool to do that. Yep. But then just a couple weeks ago, I went to Scott and just said, I think my time is up. I fulfilled my commitment through the 25th year.
And then some.
Yeah, but have made the decision to stop traveling. Don't know what the future looks like as far as music down the road. God has really blessed some efforts in real estate career to be able to just easily transition into just doing that and not being on the road for this season of time. When I told my boys, they were kind of quiet for a second, and then Kingston said, so does that mean you get to spend more time with us? Oh. And it was like, okay.
Yeah, confirmation.
Like that's good,
I got to do this.
Good choice. It's the right time. It's been a great 13 years. Thank you all who welcomed me and have encouraged and supported me.
Matt, you've just always done your job. You've always been consistent, always been reliable, and you have never made my life difficult. And so I am very grateful for that.
Our best to Matt Fouch during this next season of life. We have exciting news to share from the Wisnets. Susan Wisnet tells us more.
Hey friends, we have great news. Me and Jeff are new grandparents of a beautiful baby boy. Austin and Jordan had Maverick Gentry Wisnet on June the 4th at 8:30 in the morning. He weighed in at 9.4 pounds, and he's a beautiful, beautiful, healthy baby boy. We just can't thank you enough for praying for our family. We love you and thankful for God's blessings on us.
We're on the heels of Father's Day. Steve Ladd says it was a day where he reflected on the blessings of family.
We had a wonderful Father's Day. I hope everyone else did. It was a day for me. It was a busy day, but it was a day of reflecting and just sitting down, taking a moment and to thank God for what he's done in my life here lately. I've been busy singing, but also personally, it's been a busy several weeks. My son graduated from college, Belmont University in Nashville, Tennessee. My son Haven had been going for music and recording, and he's got way more talent than I do. He will far surpass anything I've done in my music career, and it's exciting to see what God is going to do in his life. And then my daughter, Destiny, gave me my first grandson on May 9th. Odin Reese Ladd was born May 9th. Perfect, healthy little bundle of joy, and he's got such a big personality already to just be a little over a month old. But I'm just sitting back and just thanking God for what he has done in my life, not just the blessings in my ministry, but the blessings in my family.
Southern Gospel Music celebrated the life of Squire Parsons on Tuesday, June 17th, with a public memorial at his home church, Trinity Baptist Church in Asheville, North Carolina. Jim Brady put the evening together and says he is working on something else to honor Squire Parsons.
I'm working on a project that is a tribute to Squire Parsons. Anybody that knows me knows that I love Squire Parsons. He's my mentor, my hero, and I've done several tributes to him, through the years. And thankfully, we did a couple of them while he was still alive, and he could, hear him and see the programs and the videos we did. So we honored him. I've just always loved his songs. I've recorded them all through the years, but I've never done a full project devoted to his songwriting ability. And he's amazing. He can write anything, any style. He writes the quartet style. He can write for a soloist. He can write for a choir. He can write for a group. He just has a great variety in his writing, just a masterful songwriter.
We'll look forward to hearing Jim's version of these classic Squire Parsons songs. Remember when you were 16 and this was the sound of freedom? We have two new drivers to celebrate. Josie Rousey, daughter of the Guardians John Duran Rousey, got her license, as did Michaela Hissong of the Hissongs. The Hissongs say don't expect to see Michaela behind the wheel of the motor coach anytime soon. Our congratulations to both young ladies. Sometimes God gives us lessons in unexpected ways. Josh Singletary of Tribute Quartet shares a recent occurrence that really touched him.
I wanted to tell you something that happened a couple nights ago. Many of you know I have a dog named Hovie, about 60-pound mutt. And many of you have gone through training processes and understand the psychology of dogs. Even though many of them go through training and the rules are set, sometimes they can get full of themselves. And you have to remind them of the pecking order. The other night, Hovie was full of himself and highly uncompliant, to which he snipped at me. That never happens. 4 years, it's never happened. So I made him go to his place, and he sat there basically for the rest of the evening. There's tricks you can do to kind of remind the dog of the pecking order. And one of those tricks that I found was hand feeding the dog when it's time to eat. He doesn't just get to go up and just start eating whenever he wants to. You hand feed the dog. And it kind of reminds them of that order. So I started hand feeding him, and I began to weep because I heard the Spirit of the Lord say to me, you know, sometimes I have to do this for you.
Wow, that is powerful. I appreciate Josh sharing that. What is the mission of Southern Gospel songwriters and artists? Southbound's Clint Brown sums it up nicely.
If there's anything that I believe is a standard for Southern Gospel, it's the fact that we are hope dealers. I mean, it just is. You know, whether it's I'm getting up in age and I've got something to look forward to, whether it's Jason Krabs saying, through the fire, God will keep you, no matter what it is, whether it's Ronnie Henson 50 years ago saying, you know what, when you're in a place where you're unsure and don't know how to get out of, there's always a lighthouse. I think Southern Gospel has always been hope dealers.
I love that term, hope dealers. Joseph Habedank is bringing hope as he ministers with his Summer Nights Tour. He shares a recent fan interaction that blessed him.
The biggest thing that I get at the product table is typically people asking me to pray for their kids or their grandkids, or maybe it's their parents, spouse. There's a lot of crying at my table. It can be heavy, but also such a privilege that my music touches them in a way that they feel like it's okay to talk about it with me. One of the most powerful things that happened, and this actually happened a couple years ago, a lady came by the table and she said, Joseph, I'm 73 years old. She said, but I've been clean for 3 years and 3 months. And she said, I got clean after coming to one of your concerts. And you just assume that it's young people that are walking through this, you know, and they are. But it's everybody. I mean, because of prescription drugs, which is what I was on, there's older people that are hooked on this stuff. And it changes them. It becomes addictive and bondage, and it's so amazing to watch what God is doing every single night. There's something that encourages me.
It feels like the artist minister on the stage and the audience ministers to the artist at the record table. I know stories like that have to be so encouraging. The Jordan Family Band has a new project, Back to Life. Randa Jordan tells us about the production.
I'm so excited to share with y'all. We have a new project out called Back to Life. 5 years in the making. Hutch and Alex has produced this and played on it. It's all original music, and I know there's a song on there that's going to bless your soul. Can't wait for y'all to get your hands on it too. The physical CD will be available soon at jordanfamilyband.com. And thank you, DJs, for playing our music. We love and appreciate y'all, and thank God for what he's doing in our ministry.
Continue to keep Heather Rose Jordan in your prayers as she deals with ongoing health issues. Time for a look at the top songs of the week from the Power 50 chart.
Number 5.
Mercy River, the Downies Boys.
Mercy River is still changing lives today.
Number 4.
Motel Bible, Scotty Inman.
I'm a Motel Bible. All the stories I could tell.
Number 3.
No Better Time, the Kingdom Heirs.
No better way, no better day, no better time.
Number 2.
Kick Up My Heels and Sing, the Guardians.
Lift up my voice, kick up my heels and sing.
Number 1.
That's What Faith Looks Like, Karen Peck and New River.
I can't explain it any other way except to say that's what faith looks like.
Congratulations to Karen Peck and New River for taking top honors this week with with That's What Faith Looks Like. Well, that's our report. You can always go back and explore earlier Southern Gospel news and interviews in our 206 previous episodes of Southern Gospel Now. You'll find those wherever you find podcasts or at southerngospelnow.com. Southern Gospel Now is made possible by southerngospelprizes.com. Currently, you can register for the 4th of July prize pack. Details and registration at southerngospelprizes.com. I'm Greg Goodman. Thanks for joining me. Be sure to love your neighbor. I'll see you next week on Southern Gospel Now.